Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, commonly known as Paris Saint-Germain Football Club, is one of the most prestigious and successful football clubs in France and the world. Established in 1970, PSG has grown from a relatively young club into a global footballing powerhouse, known for its wealth, star-studded lineup, and remarkable successes in both domestic and international competitions. Here's a detailed description of the club. Origins and early history, 1970 to 1980s. Paris Saint-Germain was founded on August 12, 1970, following the merger of two entities, Paris Football Club, established in 1969, and Stade Saint-Germain, founded in 1904. The idea behind the creation of PSG was to give Paris a top-tier football club to rival the nation's other major teams, such as Olympique de Marseille and AS Saint-Étienne. The club's first season in Ligue 1, the top tier of French football, was in 1971. Despite their youth, PSG quickly made an impact in French football. In the early years, PSG was not a dominant force. The club had to establish itself both in Paris and in French football. The 1970s saw PSG solidifying its place in Ligue 1, but it wasn't until the 1980s that the club began to show serious ambition. Rise to prominence, 1980s to 1990s. In the early 1980s, PSG started to gain more attention with the arrival of key players like Safet Soui and Luis Fernandez. The club achieved its first major success in 1982 by winning the Coupe de France, marking the beginning of its ascent in French football. The 1980s also witnessed the arrival of the legendary Brazilian player, Rai, in 1993, a pivotal moment in PSG's history. Rai led the team to domestic success and helped PSG secure its first ever Ligue 1 title in 1986. The club had by now become a serious contender in both domestic and European competitions. In the 1990s, PSG continued to solidify its status as one of the top clubs in France. Under the guidance of coach Luis Fernandez, PSG won the French League title again in 1994. Additionally, they enjoyed success in European competitions, including reaching the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup and winning the Cup Winners' Cup in 1996. PSG's reputation as a formidable force was growing, with several top players gracing their ranks, including Georges Weah and David Ginola. Financial revolution in the modern era, 2000s to 2010s. While PSG had its moments of success in the 1990s, it struggled in the early 2000s with inconsistency and financial difficulties. However, everything changed in 2011 when the Qatar Sports Investments, QSI, group took over the club. This marked the beginning of PSG's modern era and financial revolution. QSI's investment injected vast amounts of capital into the club, enabling it to attract top-tier talent from around the globe. The arrival of players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thiago Silva, Edinson Cavani, and Marco Verratti in the early 2010s brought the club back to prominence. PSG's domestic dominance became evident as they won multiple Ligue 1 titles during this period, beginning in 2013. Under the management of Laurent Blanc and later Unai Emery, PSG began to truly dominate French football. The club's ambition extended beyond domestic success as they invested heavily in European competitions. PSG made a significant splash in the UEFA Champions League, reaching the quarter-finals and beyond, with the pinnacle being a historic comeback against Barcelona in 2017. However, PSG's Champions League journey would be marked with frustration. Despite their domestic dominance, the club has often been criticized for its inability to secure European glory, with their best result being a loss in the final in 2020 against Bayern Munich. The Superstar Era, 2020-present. The arrival of Neymar Jr. in 2017 and Kylian Mbappé in 2018 marked a new chapter in PSG's history. Neymar's signing for a world record fee of €222 million from Barcelona was a landmark moment for the club. Alongside Mbappé, who was acquired for a hefty sum from AS Monaco, PSG formed one of the most formidable attacking duos in world football. These two players, coupled with the already established Edinson Cavani and Angel Di Maria, created one of the most potent attacking forces in the world. In 2020, PSG achieved a long-awaited milestone by reaching the final of the UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history, though they were defeated 1-0 by Bayern Munich. The club's ambitions remained high, and with their star-studded roster, PSG continued to aim for European glory. Domestically, PSG has maintained its dominance in Ligue 1, routinely winning the French title year after year. They also claimed numerous domestic cups, including the Coupe de France and Coupe de la Ligue, further cementing their position as the most successful club in French football. Stadium, Parc des Princes. PSG's home, the Parc des Princes, is one of the most iconic football stadiums in Europe. Located in the 16th arrondissement of Paris, the stadium has been the club's home since 1974. With a capacity of 48,712, the Parc des Princes is known for its vibrant atmosphere during PSG's home matches. It has witnessed countless memorable moments in PSG's history, and the fans, known as the Ultras, provide passionate support for the club. Club ownership and financial influence. Qatar Sports Investments ownership has transformed PSG into one of the richest and most commercially powerful clubs in the world. The massive financial backing has allowed PSG to compete with the biggest clubs in Europe, attract elite talent, and expand its global brand. PSG's financial influence has also contributed to the development of French football, with the club's investments benefiting youth development and infrastructure. Conclusion. Paris Saint-Germain's rise to the top of European football is a testament to their ambitious vision, strategic financial backing, and the sheer talent that the club has attracted. While PSG continues to dominate domestically, their ultimate aim is to secure the coveted UEFA Champions League trophy, something that has eluded them so far. Regardless of their European ambitions, PSG has solidified itself as one of the most influential clubs in the world, blending footballing excellence with commercial success.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.